Hello everyone and welcome back to the Refresh Step, where you recover yourself for the main step. I'm yours for today, tomorrow, and the foreseeable future, Theodore. And I'm with the hottest player in the UK and admin of the Battle Spirits English Wiki, Ayumu Seiki. So Ayumu, how are you doing today?
I found out that introverts have a limitation.
Yay!
Yay! No.
You're learning.
I'm learning. I spent 2 weeks interacting with people, and now I'm goddamn tired. I mean, it got better than yesterday. Yesterday I had 2 naps, and I still managed to. Actually, no, I managed. No, I slept at like 3 a.m. later on because I just decided that I wanted to pick up Pokemon again and just watch the new anime.
Oh,
yeah, and yeah. So today there's an improvement. I managed to not sleep, but I still lie in the bed for like 3 hours today.
Yeah, that's
But
a
yes,
1 a.m. mistake.
yes. So it's talking about Pokemon. I just randomly pick it up again just because I thought that because I'm about to take my flight back home, so I was thinking, what can I do on the flight? Yes, Nintendo Switch, and because I bought the Switch is second-handed, I bought it and there was Legends Arceus in the files, and I never touch it. So I was thinking, yeah, maybe I'll actually start Arceus on the plane. And then just like after that, it's just spiral back down to the rabbit hole of Pokemon. I'm gonna listen to this. I'm gonna listen to this music again. I'm gonna watch all these fattened trivia videos from all these Poketubers and everything like that.
Oh no.
And then yes, and then I'm listening to the banner called Scarlet and Violet. Oh, let's go.
Oh yeah. Yeah, actually the music's are pretty nice, although I never touched the game in the end.
Oh, like you never had a copy or something?
Yeah. I think yeah. The last time I played Pokemon, it's still when I got the DS, like with this, those kind of fishy cartridges that you can put micro SD card into, so you can put game that you are not supposed to have. Yeah, those kind of things. Yeah, I think
yeah.
yeah.
No, go on. What is it?
Yeah, no, my last one is actually Black 2 or White 2, either one.
Yes. Yeah, I started playing Pokemon Crystal, and no, I'm not a fucking old man. I play Crystal on an emulator. For those who don't know, Crystal was released in 2000. That's why I said it. I think I wasn't even born when it was released.
The year you were born.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And then after that, I went to play Yellow on the same emulator. And then after that, I went to high school, and then my roommate just turned out to have a DS, and also had like a black. Yes, it was Pokemon Black in it, and then so he lent it to me for like the rest of my high school years, and so like that was actually the first time I played like an actual DS game. Yeah, and Pokemon as well, and like. I mean, gotta say, Gen 5 was really the best one. I mean, it's pretty debatable now, considering like Scarlet and Violet exists. But like between Scarlet and Violet and Black and White, I think we gotta see how these DLC goes. But like Scarlet and Violet really had like kind of like the best storylines. Like I think it's better than Black and White. Don't cancel me.
No. Yeah. Say that it's basically set in stone now. I mean, like in Germany, you can't really get Scarlet and Violet. You can get Pokemon Karmasin and Purpur.
What?
Yeah. So yeah, basically they localized the name, and so basically Scarlet is Karmasin, and the Violet is Purpur.
Purple.
Purpur, yeah.
Purple. I heard it's purple or something like that.
Yeah.
But do you know the storyline?
Not really.
Not really.
But now that you mentioned that, maybe I'm going to invest in Pokemon Purpur. Just because I think it's pretty interesting to just have it hang in my wall. Pokemon Purpur.
Pokemon Purple.
Purple.
Yeah. I'm hoping you get a game, you're gonna get Scarlet. Because I got Violet instead, so you can trade.
Oh yeah, actually yeah. Or maybe if they have like a bundle, but yeah, I kind of wanted the Purple just because I don't know. It's just in my head that sounds funny. Maybe for a German who understand actual Germans, it's like it's just a color, right? And then but for me it's like purple.
I can't do the double R sound.
Purple.
I can't.
Yeah, I think we talk about this, right? I think it's because the sound exists in Indonesian, but not really in. So what was your native language again?
Freaking hell, man! It's Chinese.
Okay. Now I mean like because when we are talking about Chinese, like right? I mean like it's kind of like, do you speak like Hanzi, or do you speak like Cantonese, or do you speak like any other? Okay, now I try to look for the other local language, and then I stop at Cantonese.
I think Hanzi is not even a language.
Yeah, no, it's not Hanzi. Hanyu.
It's the written form of Chinese.
Yeah, Hanyu. Yeah,
Hanyu. And Hanyu also means nothing. It literally just means Chinese.
I guess yeah.
I think you're looking for Mandarin.
Yeah, exactly. Like I just I mean like I just spotted words that I remember from my 6 maybe 9 years of Mandarin education that I no longer remember. I think
so I know Mandarin and Cantonese, but that's about it in Chinese. My friends can also speak Hokkien.
Oh, Hokkien, yeah.
Hokkien.
Oh yeah. Damn.
Yeah, and then I can't remember what the other ones are.
Yeah.
I actually don't. I actually just remember Hokkien.
Hokkien.
That's it.
Yeah, I only remember Hokkien because my man, like technically like my Chinese heritage is Hokkien.
Okay.
So basically I'm half Hokkien, half Kei.
Half what?
Kei.
Kei.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's the name of my mom's race.
Oh, are they also like originally Chinese or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I tried to look like how to say it, and in English, like how they are called in English, and it's really different.
Okay.
So if I'm not wrong, they are like Hakka. Yeah, Hakka people.
That's just Hokkien.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, because in Indonesia, Malaysia, and Singapore, Hakka people are sometimes known as Kei. From the Hokkien pronunciation Kei of Hakka.
Yeah. Actually, no,
Hokkien.
Oh wait, no, Hokkien isn't Hakka.
Yeah.
I remember it wrong.
Oh well. There's too much.
There's too
thank
much.
Thank goodness we have escaped all of it.
There's like 60 something dialects of Chinese.
These are probably the surviving ones.
Yeah. I mean, that's like just the surviving ones. 60 something.
Yeah. And 90% of Chinese speaks Mandarin anyway, so it's like
now yeah, but like they said that like in the past more people actually speak Cantonese because Mandarin is actually more like a foreign language.
Interesting.
Yeah. So like right now, what Mandarin is called Mandarin because it's the language of Manchurians, who were basically some people from the northeast of China. So that's why that part is called Manchuria. And so yeah, so like technically they weren't like Han Chinese, I think that's how you call. Yeah. So like they're like a different kind of Chinese. I mean, I don't think they were even classified Chinese at that time, but yeah. And then and they kind of took over most of the land, and that's why right now they're like kind of like the main kind of people with like Mandarin being like the national language.
As always.
As always, yes.
As always. I mean, like, we are in Indonesia, it's almost the same case because, like, although they don't really take over, like, the whole, I mean, like, they technically at one point did take over the whole place, but, like, basically, like, the most dominant, politically dominant race in Indonesia is Javanese, right? So, the people from the island of Java where I came from. So, like, of course, like, when we were talking about, like, when we were about to be independent, like, there's this talk about, okay, so which language should we take up as our official language, right? So of course, since most of the politicians are Javanese, some of the people are proposing, okay, so let's just use Javanese as our official language. But our founding father was like, no, no, just no. And then and then they basically selected like Malay, because it's like at that time it was kind of like the trading language,
right,
that is used around the archipelago. So that's why we pick up the Malay language and then we kind of modified it, and then we stole it and we perfected it. Because if you, but I mean, like, I don't know, I am biased because I'm an Indonesian, but to my ears it feels like Indonesian sounds more neutral, while Malaysian, they feel like they're more accent heavy.
Okay, yeah.
Or at least that's to me. I mean, like, I live in I live in the island where the Indonesian language is kind of like crafted, quote unquote. So of course, it feels like I don't have an accent because and maybe not because it's where it's crafted, but basically I mostly interacted with people of that is from Java, so our accent kind of blended with each other. So when I heard them saying something, oh yeah, that made sense. It's the Indonesian language. But if you talk someone from like North Indonesia, from East Indonesia, and then have them and then I listen to them, and then it feels like, why is your accent so heavy? And then probably from their side, okay, like why is your accent so Javanese? Who knows?
Okay.
Yeah, yes, I've been I mean, like, compared to my friends, I don't think my Javanese is that good. I mean, like,
okay.
even accent wise, like, the language, totally not. I have like 2 years of Javanese education, and then in Javanese it's kind of like Japanese, so there's like a level of politeness that you can use.
Okay.
So basically, there's the ngoko, which is the lowest one, and then there's kromo, which is like the polite one, and then kromo inggil, which is used in the palace. So it's even it's the one that is used by royalties and their vassals.
I see.
Yeah. So you will probably only hear them if you go to Yogyakarta, and then you go to like to the kingdoms there, and because they open like the palace as a tourist, like as a tourist destination, and the vassal will bring you around and show you like, okay, so this was used for this kind of functions and everything. It's kind of interesting. So yeah, we still kind of have the monarchy in place because we owed them, literally. We owed the money. Yeah. So another fun fact. So basically, when we were about to be independent, of course we needed money, right?
Yeah.
So basically the Yogyakarta kingdom, because as part of their nationalism, they borrowed the Indonesian government money indefinitely to fund the independent, like the movement. And then basically now whenever we try to ask Yogyakarta to change how they do things, they will just like, we can do that as long as you return our money, of course. Yes. What a power move. Because I think like if you convert it to like today's money, it will probably, if we need to return everything lump sum, then we'll probably be bankrupt. Mm-mm. Yeah, it's that level of advancement. And yeah, another. I mean, I don't think there's like a secret to be kept anyway, but the royal family, they are tied to this mystical creature.
Oh, okay.
So basically, all the kings, all the sovereigns of the Yogyakarta kingdom, they are, although they have their own queen, they are also tied by tradition to their kind of guardian deity,
Oh,
which is
okay.
called the Nyi Roro Kidul. So she is
Gosh.
she is the ruler of the Southern Sea, if I'm not wrong.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
For God's sake, why am I just thinking about Pokemon now?
Nyi Roro Kidul.
It's like there's this legend that the royalty has this legendary Pokemon. Haha.
Yeah, it's kind of no, it's not like that. It's kind of more like the isekai kind of relationship. Kind of,
Okay.
you know, so, like some goddess are really clingy to the main character, but the main character get his own wives anyway. It's more like that, I guess.
Okay.
If we no that I feel like I'm disrespecting the royal family that way. It's not my intention. It's just if you don't understand the relationship, it's to put it on a more modern terms. It can sound like that, but yeah, there's more deep. There's a more deep tradition to that. So if you want to know more, don't listen to me. Just read just read in Wikipedia.
Okay.
Yeah. Now that you have something to have yourself cancelled, I just made myself a reason for me to get cancelled. Yeah. So now we are even. But yeah, it's quite how to say, like a fun coincidence that last week we were talking with Nicholas about this experience, like playing Pokemon competitively, and now you open the podcast with Pokemon.
Did we talk about playing Pokemon competitively?
No, not with you.
Oh.
Yeah, it's when you were sick. Now that you are okay. Now that you are okay, somewhat okay.
I'm like barely functional.
Yeah.
After this, I'm just gonna take a shower and just gonna binge read my Pokemon Adventure series.
Yay! Yeah, just fun.
Yay!
Now that you talk about it, I just found like this. This, I don't know if it's an official comic or is it really good fan made stuff that just got circulated. But yeah,
What is it?
this is really nice. I'll send it to you. Wait. I'll definitely send it to you if I can find it. Where was it? It was buried under my the photo of food that I sent to my other friend. I have, yeah, surprisingly I have other friends.
Oh my god, that reminds me the pain of how I was cleaning up my laptop. And then I don't know what button I clicked, but I've deleted my account on Chrome. So I had to re-log in. And so I had to re-log in. And after I log in, I lost all my bookmarks.
No.
That means I lost progress of like 50 mangas that I've been reading for over the years.
Oh, pain. Yeah, that sounds really painful.
It's all right. And then like now I'm just attempting to read Pokemon Adventure again, but like somehow I can never get past the first trendy chapter because somehow I just thought it was really boring. Because like I actually don't find the beginning too interesting, but I want to get to the later part. But then I never finished the beginning, so I never got to the later part, and I just read the first 10 chapters like 4 times. I don't know why I'm doing this, but yes.
Yeah, I kinda get that. Because it's also the same with me, although it's not really manga, but I've been talking with my other friend about Honkai Star Rail. I know it's not going to be super good, but yeah, I just want to play it for the meme, right? And then to get like the meme contents basically. But it's like I've opened the game a total of 2 times, and I never passed the tutorial. Oh no, I've passed the first part of the tutorial and then now I'm stuck at the prologue basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Tuturu is not me, was it?
Mm-mm.
Kuru
Oh yeah,
kuruling.
yeah. It's because she has the doll, so the thing is like she's just dancing like a top.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, I play Genshin. I don't like it. I'm not gonna try Honkai.
Oh yeah. I think it's kind of hit or miss. It's kind of like something that is possible. I think mostly they work on memes. Like if you are those kind. Let's not get into that. We have one reason to get cancelled one each, so let's not get cancelled by the Honkai community as well. But anyway, what else? Suddenly I felt I have thought of something really bad that now after I tried so hard to remove it, I felt my head is empty. But anyway, I basically today there was supposed to be a Battle Spirit Saga Store Championship near my place.
Yeah.
And then I usually join the tournament in that shop on a Friday. So understandably, since it's a Friday, they would do the tournament a little bit late, so at 6 p.m. so that people who are working can just join after they got home from work, right? And you know what? It didn't occur to me that they wouldn't want to spend like their Saturday night playing card games with other sweaty people. So yeah, I came there at 6 p.m. Plus around 7 minutes, and then I looked inside, and then there was no other players. So I was like, damn, did no one came? And then like I asked, or is everyone also late? And then of course the counter guy noticed me, and then he will ask me in German like, so yeah, can I help you with something? And then since this is my first time seeing that guy, and I never conversed with him in English, so I just tried to use the little German that I know. Yes, I speak German, but not to the extent where it's really good. So anyway, I just say to him, yeah, I come for the Bellspear Saga tournament, and then he was like, yeah, it happened on today on midday, so it's on 1 p.m. So it's like, oh, so that's why. Because this particular store, how they want to do their registration is they want you to buy the ticket on their online shop, and then you come to the store and then you pay for everything on the cashier. So that's how they want to do it. And then when I was about to go to the store, I tried to look into their online shop, but there was no listing for the ticket for the day. So I was like, that is strange. But yesterday I also forgot to buy the ticket, and then they let me buy in the cashier. So maybe because of some administrative thing, it got deleted or by mistake or something. So maybe I can just go there and maybe I can just register. And yeah, guess what? Turns out it's not a mistake on their part. The tournament has passed, so of course they took down the ticket, so nobody bought them by mistake.
Low, L.
Yeah. Biggest. Yeah, the positive part is there's a really big mall, like it's like ridiculously huge mall near the car shop, so I was able to finally take a look inside. Yeah, it was a different experience. Yeah, because Germany, like if we want to shop, like most of the supermarkets already has everything, so I don't think people like in a big need of a huge mall that just has everything plus a supermarket. So yeah, having a big mall is really rare. So far I only saw two, and it's not even in Berlin. I don't think in Berlin it made sense. I think in Berlin, opening food trucks and things that are small but can offer something unique, I think it's more profitable than opening something that is to just to cater to everyone.
Okay.
So yeah, it's interestingly like I went into this mall and then actually, it kind of bring. I don't know what it's why it doesn't invoke like it. I mean, like look wise, it's pretty similar to Indonesian malls, but it just felt different. Like there's something that I don't feel like I feel like it just doesn't invoke the same feeling. Although it's pretty much the same story, right? Like every Asian mall is basically you came in. There's lots of brand name stores that you cannot afford, especially as a student. You pass by them, you go to the supermarket, you buy that one crisp that you buy because it costs the same with outside, but you happen to be in the mall anyway, so you buy it in the supermarket. And then you meet your friend in the food court and you eat something nice, and then you go to the cinema, and then you probably after that get something else, and yeah, you you broke up with him, and like you go home and you go your own ways. Or maybe if the night is still young, then you guys go to some kind of other night entertainment, like the safe night entertainment, like bowling or something, or just karaoke. Yeah, those kind of things. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't feel the same. Probably because in the end, like no matter like how fancy they name the restaurant, in the end they just sell the same 50 things. Just doner pizza, and doner pizza.
Sounds like I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah. And like I'm sometimes in Germany I'm just dying for variation. It's like I know it will taste good. Especially since after I know that like there is a factory that just sells like doner. So basically it's ready. You can just buy like the whole meat lock, and then it will be sent to your store. You just need to install it. And then you just need to. I mean, like you still need to some sort of skill to sell that, but at least it cuts the preparation. So you basically just need to, after you have the skill to kind of make the doner, you just need to buy them, and then you basically just display them and not burn them, like grill them, and then yeah, you can have a doner that is guaranteed to be good. But yeah, I mean, like the only problem is nothing is really interesting, right? So it's like even if there's like Asian Asian food, like Asian food, it's the easiest thing to kind of like make a variation of from the outside. I mean, like it's just okay. So this one is a Chinese place, this one is a Thai place, this one is a Vietnamese place, and then they all sell the same thing. Yeah,
that's the plot twist.
Yeah, that's the catch there. So it's like, yeah, finally some variation. This one is a Thai grill. This other thing, it's they just call them like Asian food, but they basically sell the same thing. So it's like, okay. That's why like
foreign Asian restaurants, most of the time they disappoint.
Exactly. Yeah, sometimes mostly like when the one that is hardest to copycat is usually Japanese food, and then like they're like for Chinese food they're the real thing if they have a different menu, like a secondary menu that is everything that sells everything in Chinese. But yeah, I don't know, like one of my favorite place, they actually have the Chinese menu in German, but it's like you have to ask for it still. Like if you just sit down, they will give you like the normal menu, but you have to go to the counter and ask them like, can we just skip this, and can I have like your real thing, like your actual offering?
Yeah. Still remember when I was working in the restaurant and like it's so annoying because like every higher up just says different things. Like when I first started, my manager told me like, you know, if you see that they're Chinese or looks like they can read Chinese, just give them the Chinese menu. But you only give the English menu like if they're clearly, you know, white people basically. I mean, or like at least they look like they can't speak Chinese. And then, yeah, sure, I'll do that. And then like after like a while later, and then I was just doing my usual thing, and then like, that day the manager wasn't around. Instead, like the one of the boss women was around, and then like and then you know like I saw like you know an English speaking customer. And then so I just gave them the English menu, and then she was like, and I was like, oh my god, are you trying to be racist or something? Of course you also have to give them the Chinese menu. And I was like, but the manager told me we don't need to. And don't listen to the manager, listen to me. It's like, fuck my life, man. Fuck my life.
Is it racist though? Is it racist to be accommodating?
I don't even think it's racist because like no. I mean, not. Let's not talk about it's racist or not. I think it's pointless considering like the Chinese menu have English, but they're not even right. Like they told like I realized some time ago, but then like I said why does the English actually look so weird on this menu? And then like my manager told me it's because like they were actually made from China, and then like they didn't know English there, so like they probably just use like Google Translate or something like that, or like the dish names and stuff like that. So it's not even accurate. So it's pointless to give a Chinese menu to them because they're most likely gonna order the wrong thing.
I see. Can I understand that? Because like my German authentic menu, it's not exactly wrong. Like mostly what you order is what you get, but it's like probably also because Germany itself has limited food culture. Although now that I just learned the other day that it's a little bit broader than I always thought, but it's basically like generally you don't really associate Germany with food. So if you see the Chinese menu in German, they all sounds the same. Like even if you don't understand German, they look all like the same word. Like they just change one letter and it's another menu. Like what is the difference from this and this? This one is spicy, this one is why is this one has spicy in the front? This one has spicy after the menu name in colon, not colon.
Right.
What is that? Oh fuck.
Yeah, in brackets.
Yeah, in brackets. Yeah. Like why does this one have spicy? Like why this one has spicy in the back with brackets? Like what is the difference? And why is everything steamed? Why is everything steamed? Why is everything grilled? Yeah, like I think the one of the most misleading German word for me, like when I read the menu, is like gebraten, which should be like something like fried, but I think it means more like cook. So it's like it's just cook pork, cooked chicken, cooked rice. So it's like so how was it cooked? It is cooked. You just need to believe us that it is cooked to perfection. You wouldn't need to worry about any bacteria. But yeah, it is cooked. Like,
but how do you cook it?
Yeah, I want to know. I want sometimes I'm in mood for something crispy. Sometimes I'm in mood for something soft. So it's like, yeah, I want to know whether it's going to be like this kind of texture or that kind of texture. And then it's like, yeah, I mean, like it's pretty much like why I felt like surprised when I got my pork from that Karlsruhe restaurant, because I expected them to be like roasted and dry in a good way, like crispy. Okay, the dry is a bad word. Crispy. Crispy on the outside, juicy on the inside, kind of deal. But instead it was like really it was basically a soup in my eyes. Like at that point it's just a soup. with really good meat, but still that is still a really good meal, but that's not what I was expecting.
Right, talk about soup though. So I suppose your main language is actually Japanese, right?
No, it's Indonesian. So Javanese is kind of because my
Okay.
local dialect of Indonesian uses lots of words in Javanese, so I can somewhat understand Javanese, but it's kind of my second to third language.
I see. So in Indonesian, do you say eat soup or drink soup?
It's eat soup.
Eat soup.
Yeah.
Right. So I guess it's Chinese being it's Chinese being the weird one then. Or maybe just like any of the pictographic Asian language, I guess. Because like it was like the one thing that came weird to me. Because like in Chinese we actually say drink soup. Probably because it's liquid. It's mainly liquid. But interestingly, we say eat congee. I don't know why.
I think it's okay.
Yeah, and then so like the first time I learned English, one thing that got me so confused is that they say eat soup instead of drink soup, and like I mean I suppose there can be quite a few theories on why they do that, but probably like the most common reason people say is because they're eating from a plate. Or a bowl, but like if you go to high class one, it's actually a plate, not a bowl. But yeah.
For soup, yes.
Yeah. So like it's not they're not like consuming it from like a glass or a cup. So that's why they say eat soup instead of drink soup. And probably like for like the English, like the soup was more like a stew, as in like it's more like food that's drowned in a lot of sauce. Yeah. So that's why they would think it's eating soup instead of drinking soup. And I was like, mind blown.
Yeah, I don't know if it's true, but I think in my head, because I think the only other language that I know that also drinks soup is Japanese.
Japanese.
Yeah. So
yeah. That's why I thought like it's probably like the Chinese language and whatever is influenced by Chinese. Probably say drink soup. I think probably in Korean they say drink soup as well. Who knows?
Yeah. I'll ask my boss later. Now I'm curious. I think it's I don't know, but I think in my head it kind of relates to the method of delivery. As I think in England, not in England, like in Europe, I think even if you are traveling and you eat soup, you still somewhat use a spoon to deliver it to your mouth. So you use like a large bowl and then you use a spoon to eat it.
Right.
In Indonesia, I think it's
because like
much
you're indirectly consuming it. I see.
Yeah. But like I think like especially in Japanese, you don't really use any utensil to drink your soup, right? So you put it inside a small enough bowl that you can hold, and then you just pull out the bowl and then you drink it. So I think the method of delivery kind of matters, which ends up like whichever is more popular in that culture, then the concept just sticks on.
True. Oh, now that you say it, I think that makes more sense because in China, we have like this kind of like I don't know how to say it, but like sugary, not sugary drink, but like we call it sugary water, but like it's like I don't know how you say it. It's like dessert, but there's soup. And then now that you say it, with that one, we also with those kind of dessert, we also say we eat it instead of like drinking it, and that's probably because we actually use a spoon for that.
Yeah, but now that you mentioned that, like, but I meant like the closest thing usually that I have to Chinese cuisine is either in a restaurant or in like in a quote unquote like the localized version, right? Like localized Indonesian food, it's really good. But of course, because it's localized, how you eat it is pretty much localized. So basically, you eat the soup with spoon as well. So it's in a large bowl, and you eat it with rice, and you use spoon to eat it. But in Chinese restaurant, actually, they also just give you smaller bowls, but they give you like the soup spoon as well. So
yeah,
in that
I
case,
think it's because like they think it's more cultured basically to like drink from a spoon instead of like just like holding the bowl up and just like down it like that.
Yeah.
And they probably see us like improper or something like that. Who knows? Barbaric. Yes. Actually, no. That's another thing. Cause like I would dare to say, like, at least in my generation, like the British people, they don't really give a shit if they're like drinking beer straight from the bottle or have like a glass or something like that. And like they like actually, at least for my friends, they don't bother with any glass. They just drink it straight from the bottle. So like when I was working in a Chinese restaurant, and then like they were like the older guys, I can understand because like they want to be portion eating, but for the younger ones, like usually for us waiters, we just give them like we just hand them over the bottle, and they will just drink it as they do in a bar. And then again, the same boss woman say that, "Oh my god, you should have given them a glass. Do you expect? Do you expect them to just hold the bottle and then drink like that?" I said, "Yes."
Of course, she wants to be cultured.
She wants to be cultured. She literally thought that her restaurant is like a 5-star French restaurant or something like that. But I can tell you, if you try to make that function in London, they're gonna fail so hard. It's literally only because they don't have any competitors over here. I'm not gonna say where, but like over here, that's why they managed to, keep it open and everything like that. Or else, if they try to move in another city, they're not gonna work. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, speaking of barbaric and culture, like I don't know if it's only a Southeast Asian thing, but I think it's because of also history of us being invaded by lots of Europeans. Like the general, like I think in Indonesia at least, like not in Indonesia, in Java, where I grew up, it's basically like the general, how to say, like the general like the Western people are basically like perceive us like the not really like the pinnacle, but like okay, so if you want to be cultured, you try to do it like how the Dutch do it, or the English do it, or the Americans do it, or the Germans do it. So it's kind of and then I went to Germany, and then there's always like those kind of moments, like especially like today I went to the mall near my house to recharge my phone credit, and then I saw like this advertisement, all those advertisement TVs, and I was like, huh, this is an advertisement for a new movie, and then they have like a like kind of like a raindrop, like like those effects that kind of make like the screen artificially wet. I thought like, oh, they actually go all out to promote this movie. And then I got closer to the screen, and then I just realized it's not an effect that was provided by the videographer or the editor. the screen, the screen was cracked from top to bottom.
Oof.
Someone vandalized that. And then I mean like even far before that, I think because like when I was younger, like in my school, we have like actual foreign teachers to kind of help us get used to speaking English.
Yeah,
same. And then I think like one of the teachers like told like this British tradition called like, I forgot what it is called, but it's basically like they tell it like So yeah, there's this one day where the youth can just go out and break stuff and they will not be held responsible for it, kind of thing. It's like, huh? You do this kind of things? So it's like, yeah, it's like, huh? What? Yeah, I don't know if they were talking out of their ass, or it's just old thing that no longer happens.
I mean, I won't be surprised if like it's kind of tradition from somewhere. I mean, do you know there's like a kind of sport that's basically rugby, but you can literally do anything.
Okay.
So you can. I mean, it's been a long time ago, so like it might sound ridiculous because I misremembered, or it's actually that ridiculous. But like you got stuff like if you want to try to get the ball from someone else, you can literally punch them in the face and stuff like that.
Oh my god! How barbaric! and they tell us we are barbaric. How the audacity!
But yeah, and then that reminds me how like my foreign teacher. Yeah, I mean there was this one time when I was like during my studies in the UK, and then like from time to time I would go back home and just like visit my old school and stuff like that. And then one time I went to visit my old school there, and I saw my foreign teacher, and then I was like hi, and they just stare at me, and they point at me. It's like, who are you again? It's like, bruh.
I guess for him we are just the Chinese student number. Damn, I don't think it's in 4 digits anymore. It's probably in the 5 digit.
Oh come on! I literally got 3rd place in my English exam.
Ooh. But still, it's like how many years since you have graduated again?
I mean, at that time, so like it was only like 2 years or something. So yeah.
So there's only 3 people that he needs to remember, and he forgot. What a bad guy.
Yeah, and I even like hung out with him with all kinds of like English activities.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I was sad, but oh well. Oh well. It's not like it's not like I have a good memory myself anyway. Maybe 10 years later, like Theo will like just talk to me again, and then I was like, "Who are you?"
Yeah. And like especially now that we live in the West, the best in the West, the best in the West. And speaking of the best in the West, I just ate Putin just because I was still felt kind of dejected because I misread the tournament time. And then I went to the station and I want something different, right?
Yeah.
And then I just saw the Putin. I almost want to go to the McDonald's to try their a seasonal spicy McNuggets, and then I saw the Putin restaurant. It's like, yeah, I know I've been there. I know it's good. I just do I really want just French fry, like just fried potato with sauce? Yeah, why not? It was 7 euro, by the way.
You had better choices.
Yeah.
You had better choices, and you chose to go to the McDonald's.
Yeah.
7 euros. I don't even think it's gonna be one potato. It's gonna be like it's gonna be like just half with the middle part got scrap off, and maybe put like a layer of cheese and pepper on it. Yes. There we go. That's the McDonald's special. Fucking empty potato.
No. It's I go to the Putin place is next to the McDonald's. So in the end, I got the Putin. They say it's a Montreal Putin, and it's like more like 15 cents more expensive like the other Putin, and then it's like, like what is the difference? Like, and then like it has radish on it. It has literally one radish on it. It costs 50 cents more.
Bruh.
Goodness. I know at that price, because like the one that they're offering that has meat in it, it costs like 7 to 8 euros. So at 6 euro base price, I don't think like it's fair to expect them to have meat inside, and then it's like, oh, okay. I mean, like it's going to have fries, gravy, cheese on it. That's like the and maybe mushroom. That's like the most basic offering that they have. And then so the Montreal style one was the second most expensive, second cheapest, and it has radish. And then I just realized after I received the product, it's basically just the basic one with one single radish.
That's what I tell you. Restaurants are a scam.
Yeah.
Like restaurants are literally just places that like you visit when you're too lazy to.
Exactly. Which is since we are freelancer, it's basically most of the time. I mean, like that's also why I try to not demonize like frozen foods, since I mean, like, of course, if you cook yourself if you cook everything from scratch, then it's going to be the best. Since you can control like what goes inside. But it kind of also increases the hurdle of, okay, so should I can spend maybe 1 hour, 2 hours to make this really nice casserole, which to be fair, maybe I will make a huge batch and can save the rest in the fridge, which will make everything faster the next day. But I still need to get the initial 1 to 2 hours out of the way, right? Or I can just open Uber Eats and eat and then order some pizza. It will still take 1 hour, but in the 1 hour I can do something else at least.
Fair.
Which is why like it's really magical that you can just take a schnitzel out of your freezer, put it in the air fryer for 12 minutes and eat it, and then you now have a dinner.
I don't have any schnitzel and I don't have an air fryer.
I mean, like, even if you don't have air fryer, you think you can reasonably just pan fry it and it will be edible at least.
Edible at least. You know what's edible? Rice plus baked beans. Plus canned fish in sunflower oil.
Or just rice with sweet soy sauce.
That also works. No, I need a balanced diet. I need meat and fatties.
Yes.
So I got myself canned fish and canned baked beans. With 30 minutes boiled rice.
Technically rice is a vegetable.
I mean, well,
Well, it's a plant at some point.
And then now I've ran out of. So tomorrow I have to go out. I don't want to go out.
Yay. That's also actually like pretty interesting, like, because my fridge is not really empty, but it's like because in Germany like the retail stores closes on Sunday, so you cannot go to the supermarket on a Sunday. I think you have see that when we go to when we walk after the grand open. But basically today, after I know that I was too late for the tournament, I was like, now I can either go home or I can use this 3 hours of free time. So now it's still 6 p.m. So the supermarket will still be open for at least another 3 to 4 hours. So it's like, should I buy something since I won't be able to buy anything tomorrow? And then in the end, I didn't bother. Indian, because I kind of wanted to. I don't know why. I just wanted a cold dinner, like. No, I mean, like, not cold dinner as in something that is not heated, but something that is purposefully made cold, like maybe some smoked salmon and something else. I was like still in the middle of thinking what is the other thing that I can put, because like the cold seafood option that in German supermarket is rather limited, so it's probably just some party shrimp, smoked salmon, and probably that's it.
I don't like cold meals at all. It just feels cold.
It has its moments.
I need the warmth of a family meal.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think it has its moments, but mostly that now that I look back, mostly the cold meals kind of works if you are in a social situation. So if I'm eating it alone, then yeah, in the end, warm meal is still better. And then I just after I ate the pudding, I just got some soft drink from McDonald's because I have a coupon anyway. So I thought
Nice.
rather than spending like €3 on Fanta in the pudding place, I just spend €1 in McDonald's, which is admittedly still more expensive, but at least I don't spend that much, and it's still far away from home anyway, so it's not like I can just hold it until I got home. And then after I got the soft drink, I went outside and then I saw the Asian market, and I was like, damn, I really wanted mala hot pot right now. I don't know why, although it's pretty much really hot. Earlier it was around 25 degree, which is compared to Indonesia, yes, it is not as hot, but if you have been living in Germany for like 9 months in under 12 degrees Celsius weather, and then suddenly it's just from 12 it just went to 25, it's hot. And then the infrastructure here is not made for hot weather, so there's no shades, there's no covered walkways. The sun just goes straight. All the sun rays just go into you unfiltered, so it's still kind of annoying. And then I don't know why, but the wind is also hot. So it's like in Indonesia, the wind is still somewhat like, except if it's an especially bad day, like the wind is still wind, right? So it's kind of cold. It kind of helps you to cool down. But I don't. I went out this morning and then the air smells like burning. Like. Like the air felt a little bit warm, and then I smell like something is burning. Holy, like what? Who is cooking? Who is cooking behind the bar? Who forgot to turn off their oven? Yeah. So where was I? So and then I go outside and I saw an Asian market in front of the station, and then yeah, why not? I'll just go there. Maybe by luck, if they sell those kind of instant hot pot, then I can just buy it. And then basically it's the thing with instant hot pot, right? It's not about the hot pot base in itself, because the hot pot base usually it's pretty affordable. But the annoying thing about hot pot is you don't really if you want to have it at home, the annoying thing is to prepare all the different kind of stuff that you want to put inside. Like why would you want a hot pot with only one meat and one vegetable, right? Like,
yeah,
like you kind of wanted the variation. It helps. Otherwise it's all going to taste the same. So it's the variation kind of helps. So the thing with the instant hot pot, like the expensive ones, they have like this pickled vegetables, they have some kind of meat, and then you can and then there's actually enough space for you to add something else. So yeah, there's always room to increase the variation. So yeah, I really like that. So I just grabbed one, and then yeah, turns out that Asian supermarket is really big. Like whenever I thought like, okay, so there's this small corner that has fried noodle, and then I got in the small corner, and then turns out it's just an entrance to another larger hall. And then I think at some point I did reach like the end of the hall, but like until I reached that end of the hall, I was like, damn, it's like where else do I have to go to just find like this one hot pot thing? Yeah, and then turns out they have a big selection of all the instant hot pot. There was one that is only like really basic one. It's pretty cheap, but it's really basic. And then there's this one with beef tripe, which is also beef. Like tripes is something that I really enjoy. But if you prepare it yourself, it's really annoying since You kind of have to boil it for a really long time, otherwise it will smell. And you kind of have to basically boil it. You need to discard all the water because now it's all smelly. Then you need to boil it again, and then you need to boil it again until it's soft, and then now you can use it for actual cooking.
Lol.
Yeah, so it was €10, but I think compared to preparing the trap myself, I think it's kind of worth it. Also because like the easiest way to eat mala is usually all you can eat restaurants, or like because there's like here, because like there is one, but it's like the expensive kind of thing. It's like yeah, like imagine paying €20 for the soup for the soupes, and I can eat anything else, probably rice, and then it will cost €23, and I will just eat rice with the soupes, which is probably still fine. But yeah, the problem with the all you can eat places is you need to at least bring another person, and then my friend was busy, so yeah, I don't have anyone else to bring to the restaurant, so yeah, that's it. I just bought myself the hot pot base and lots of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait for me to come over again.
Yay! We will go. Yeah, we will go to the nice hot pot place that also has the Chinese skewers. Yeah. Let's see.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, like when you come again, it's probably in the August, right? So it's, if everything works correctly, yeah. It's probably going to be around August. So I think it's probably going to be end of summer. So hopefully things cool down. So it's going to be ideal. Hopefully it's already ideal weather to have hot pot. Otherwise, yeah, then we will need to get something else probably.
We need to be raining storm.
Yeah. Needs to be raining storm outside. Yeah, and it's going to be okay since Awami is the one driving. Like I don't care what you are how you do it. Just get us there safely. But yeah, finally, I was kind of worried we will just directly talk about card games, but thank goodness we just out of the start we just talk about anything about Pokemon.
I mean, we can talk about Pokemon card games.
Not now. But yeah, and then we just talk about cultures and stuff and food. It's that.
Yes,
that was more like it. But yeah, hope you guys had fun this week as well. If you guys want us to talk about any specific topic, if you want to share your story, if you want to ask us any questions whether it's related to TCG, although we don't really touch into Battle Spirit Saga, for example, this episode. But if you want to ask us, feel free to ask us. We are open for the. We are always open for the topic. Do send us all your stories, questions to the therefreshsteppodcast@gmail.com. And yeah, I think that has been everything from us for this week. Thank you very much for listening. Hope you guys have a nice week going forward, and we'll see you guys all in the next turn. Bye bye.
Bye bye.